I'm Trent with Southeast Report. Once again, we're hanging out here with Silent Planet. They're a new band coming up. Signed to Solid State Records. How you doing, bro?
Come on, doing well. How are you?
There you go. Okay. So yeah, you guys are on Solid State Records. Have a new album out and stuff. So introduce yourselves and what you guys do in the band, and we can go from there.
I'm Garrett, and I holler. I'm Igor, I play guitar.
I'm Mitch, and I play guitar as well.
Okay, sweet. So, Night God Slept's your debut album on Solid State. What was it like writing that? Because, I mean, if someone has a hard copy, they can look through the book and clearly see all these reference points in different parts of literature and other songs.
Yeah.
And how did you guys, like, spend the time getting into that, getting those, like, maybe that one line from a whole, like, speech or a whole, like, piece of literature and, like, that one line to fit to a song?
I believe that a lot of the greatest thoughts and most eloquent words have been already thought and spoken, and I think that it's very easy in our modern context to think that we are somehow intellectually elevated over our predecessors, and I disagree with that, and I think that people who have gone before us have done incredible works of art, and so I try to draw from them for inspiration, especially as I'm talking about other cultures. As an outsider, I want to draw from within a culture so that I can better understand people's experiences.
So what was it, I guess, was it time-consuming? You have stuff in there from Abraham Lincoln, Under Oath, I believe Phineas is also on the story with you guys, and some, just some other crazy, stories that you guys have found. Like, what was it, I guess the question is, like, how did you find all those sources, and how long did it take to find those quotes to make one song out of them?
Oh gosh, well, the album was written over the course of about 14 months, actually. It was kind of slowly compiling, and once we got a record offer, we had to, bring it all together. So it took quite some time, but actually one of them was written in a night, so it is possible to cram with enough coffee and sweat and blood.
So, this is a collection of stories, correct? So, is it like an inner working, like the Night God Slept? Is that like what does that name mean? Like what is that reference to in terms of the album as a whole?
The Night God Slept is dealing with the problem of evil, the Odyssey. How can we have a loving and benevolent God that has such evil and horrible conditions for some human beings on Earth? And so this kind of deals with the problem of evil, and as the verbiage is often said, perhaps God is asleep, and that's actually from a band that we love, Acid is Burn, said, God must be asleep. And so working from that and sort of showing that as a Christian, I still struggle to find the answer to the problem of evil. And these stories are kind of like multiple dreams in succession that kind of flow throughout time and space as a dream can. And these characters were all real human beings, but also almost like part of God's imagination. So that's kind of how I thought of it. Yeah,
it's pretty interesting. You guys, we talked about how you guys with writing. How do you guys go with writing the music and putting what he's written down or found and put together? How do you guys musically get together and tell that story?
Generally, it's sort of done in the reverse order. It's generally a process of writing the song first, and that's just the process of Igor, myself, and Spencer, our other guitar player. Just coming up with pre-pros, coming up with ideas, bouncing them off of one another. And then Garrett is the one that actually kind of molds his lyrics towards the song landscape of the song as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to see how, like Mitch was saying sonically, like a song will come together. And, sometimes if I would hear a song without knowing what the lyrics are, and then seeing Garrett put, meaning to them and pour out and seeing how that fits so well. It's awesome, and I think it's just kind of it's a good extra push.
Okay. You guys have a couple music videos out. Are they like telling their own stories, or those one's about Wasteland, correct?
Yeah.
And the other one you guys just released is called what again?
Native Blood.
Native Blood. Yeah, that's about Indians, correct? Indians taking food in the land. And
yeah. It's about the systematic mistreatment of Native Americans by the American government and people that were enslaved in a place that's supposed to be free, and often done so under the notion of manifest destiny, or the idea that God had given the white men this land from sea to shining sea. And kind of the problem with that, the problem with using the name of God to justify enslaving a race of people in their own home, Yeah.
Okay, so is that in a way telling, I guess, because like Wasteland, he's screaming Wasteland. You're screaming Wasteland over and over. So is that telling us kind of like after the Indians? Kind of is those two movies like a story together kind of thing?
So Wasteland is actually about a martyr of the church, lady from the Soviet Union in 1946. So that kind of gives you an idea that all of these stories can take place over actually pretty large gaps in time. But there's kind of a commonality of a system of oppression and sort of the small, unlikely hero, which in this album are women who kind of rise above that.
Awesome. So you guys are very active on social media, but you guys approach it from a very, I guess, kind of different perspective. Per se, like you call your fans lovers, and you all these, I guess, well-written, status. It's not the generic, hey guys, we're at Chipotle today, or it's not like, like send us pictures. You guys like kind of take time to engage in the social media with like lengthy posts and start conversations. But who handles that, and what was the thinking in orchestrating your social media to be more of a, I guess, a conversational starter than like a little quick news update kind of thing?
Well, Garrett handles most of the social media, and I think the biggest part that comes into that is that everything that we do, we try to really invest our time into, other than just, it being so under your fingertips and just, saying some random words or whatever. We actually try to pour our hearts out and what we're going through. If we, if there's something happening currently that we want to share our opinions about, it's a platform that we can talk to people and maybe see other people's opinions and just kind of share that around. And everything is an art, I believe, and we try to do the best we can. Everything from merchandise to obviously playing and lyrics and like that. So we really spend our time.
We also there's like Garrett talks about this a lot. Is that there's become sort of this strange barrier between fans and the bands, and like in the genre of music. It's not what it's about. It's about being one. It's about community. It's about being connected. So we really want to be able to give our listeners, our lovers, the ability to just talk to us, and not have any sort of, front or facade that we're this crazy, huge, important thing. It's like we're just humans, and we want to be able to connect with them just in the same way that, maybe they want to connect with us. So we want to be able to offer that to people, and be able to connect.
And even like when we play on stage and, every night, I don't look at it from a perspective of me like performing. It's a pretty crazy like experience of unification between people and going through the same struggle. Because I go through just as much as everybody goes through during the day, and these songs mean to me as much as they could mean to somebody else that's standing there. And so that's why we welcome people to join us and to engage with us, because it is, without that connection, there's no really point to this, and so it's awesome. It's really humbling.
Your merchandise, the one shirt that sells a lot, is the Cures of Our Religion, Homophobia, and what was the other one?
Racism, sexism, and more.
Okay. Yeah. So, what was the what were you guys trying to get with that, putting that shirt up there? Given the kind of the times we live in and issues that everybody's passionate about, whether you support one or against one. What was the whole concept of putting all that together, and what does that shirt mean to you guys?
I think I actually originally saw a shirt that said "no room for," and then it kind of listed some of the similar things, some different. And I was really interested in that, but I think as a Christian, and the way that I understand the Jesus message is that we first need to kill the self that says that I am better than, that I am elevated over others, whether it's elevated over God or my fellow human being. I think recognizing my own faults is the only, take the plank out of your own eye before you call out the speck in someone else's. Yeah. And so I sort of want it to be heal us, because in my opinion, I've been healed other things, and some of these things I'm still going through the process of being healed from by God. So it's not, who am I to say like you don't belong here if you fall into these, if you've ever been guilty of this, because I've been guilty of all of that. And I've been healed, and that's an act of grace. I don't deserve it. So that's kind of the idea behind it.
That's awesome. All right. So you guys got any quick news or updates coming up after this you guys want to talk about before we wrap it up here?
Yeah, just rock and roll.
What time is it?
What time is it?
I think we're supposed to announce we're on tour with Norma Jean right now.
It's currently 6:46 p.m. on
Friday.
Is
it Monday?
No, it was today. I think it was today at 5 p.m. But
I thought it was Monday.
it might have been Monday. Well, regardless, by the time this comes out, we're going out with Norma Jean in March, and we're supposed to announce it either in an hour or in a couple days. Going out with Norma Jean for the Fallen Dreams and Sirens and Sailors.
Oh man, that's killer lineup.
Really excited to do that. Have more stuff that we're excited about. If you whip the camera around right now, you're gonna see. Oh, but don't do it now. He left. Sean was making pretty Sean faces. But yeah, we're so thankful to be here. This has been amazing, and thanks to you. Thanks for filming us playing Tiny Hands like 2 years ago, and that's so cool of y'all. Really,
that's on him. That's him right there.
Come on now.
That's really cool of you. I slipped and fell on my butt, and I started laughing. That video is like the reason it probably, you said it has it's like 10,000 views. The reason it has 10,000 views is because 9,000 of those are my friends making fun of me, like sending it around. I've like had that text me like 10 times, like, hey dude, you suck. Look at this, because I totally fell on my butt. I stepped on a water bottle and just fell on my butt at the end of Tiny Hands. Yeah.
All right. Well, once again, this is Trent with Southeast Pit Report and hanging out here with the dudes in Silent Planet.
Come on now.